Hey everybody. Today is Saturday, April 30th, and this is episode 13 of Moving to Maine. And in today's episode, I just want to show, or just the little property. I'm going to show the outside of the house and talk about some of the projects that we have to do here. Also go inside the house. I'm going to go upstairs today and show you what we did yesterday. Yesterday was just a lot of hard infrastructure work. But we did all that because the girls moved up here back in June of 2021, and they didn't have the proper, like, they don't have enough dresser space or anything, and there was just clothes all over the place. It was kind of a mess. The poor kids didn't have good conditions. So we tried to improve that a little yesterday. So I'll show that, what we did. Anyway, so here's the house. And one thing I love about living in a house again, having my own little property, is that I can do this. I can burn wood. And all that wood, there's a big pile behind, came from this tree right there. I climbed up there and cut all kinds of dead wood out of it. So anyway, so this is Brown Street, and Brown Street is mostly, down the road, the houses are spread out and woody, but most of Brown Street is just house after house after house, like normal street. But we're unusual because across the street from us is this beautiful, our great neighbors, but they live in this really nice old New Englander with a big barn, and they have a big field behind it. It's a really kind of a cool thing to wake up to. Anyway, so this is the yard. There's the Aussie. So it's just a little yard back here. It actually goes back a little past these gigantic pine trees, a couple feet past that. This used to be, back in the day, this was all grass at one point apparently, but the original owners of this place raised pigs. They raised pigs, and where that little addition is, that's where the pen was. So, but here's my neighbors' houses, and people have done a tremendous amount of work. This street's really, people are really starting to build up their homes and stuff. So this guy Bob just put the shed in. But so our property, just, you can see it just goes right down the middle there. So it's really very small and should be easy to maintain. This addition was put on, I don't know how many years ago, but you see it's all covered in plywood. Eventually all that plywood has to come off, and we have to put up cement board. We're not sure what we're going to do about this, but the big deal is to get the basement to stop from flooding, to dry it. It's going to be a very expensive job, but we'll be able to do it with the funds from the sale of the other house. Anyway, all this plywood along the bottom has to come off, and they have to put up cement board, and that is an addition. That's the kitchen right there. That was put on after. The original structure starts right here, and you see this foundation is all granite. So the original house is just a little square house, and here's the little front yard, right, and we're right up on the street. So there's the front of the house. This brick all needs to be repointed, or we need to, figure something out with that. So yeah, that's the yard, and there's just, there's just all kinds of little projects that have to be done over time. Anyway, so I'm going to go inside real quick and do a quick tour. Oh, we have big news here. Someone in our house has COVID, and that was so now we're all going to have to quarantine, and it's going to be crazy. I don't know. We'll figure that out. Anyway, we have kittens. back there fostering 4 kittens. This is the sick room back here. There's someone in there sleeping. And here's the kitchen. You guys have seen this a little bit before. So this is the whole downstairs. This is the dining room, the office. This is the main bathroom. And this is our front little living room, if you want to call it that, but it's really nice when it's cleaned up. Probably won't be cleaned up for about a year, but it will get cleaned up. There's Abby's artwork. Oh, and the walls over the summers, this entire house is covered with children's artwork, 4 kids' artwork, all over the house. That's all that's in here. Now, most of this will come down because the whole format of the house is going to change, but okay, so here's upstairs. Here's what we did yesterday. This is a little powder room. You can see we are really, really tight. It's a small house. So anyway, this is Abby's room. Very small, and all she had were these 2 dressers, and you can see there's clothes all over the floor again. She's got to come and organize, but we moved this dresser in, and interestingly enough, there is an attic space back here, and over the winter she started hanging clothes. Well, we came in here yesterday. I came in here with a shop vac and sucked all of the crud off the floor. We cleaned it up, and now you'll see she has extra storage. She just has a lot of clothes that she's gonna have to pare through and downsize a little bit, but so that's what we did here. And then Lily's room, we got rid of the twin beds. This is Lily's bed from back in PA, and we brought these 2 dressers up. So her room is open up and she has much more room for space. Here's the master bedroom, which we haven't done anything yet. It's just kind of full of stuff. But this is it's a great little room. All the floors in the house were unfortunately suffered through, say, 4 or 5 years of no heat in the house. We were having issues, so, and this floor down here, this is like a hardwood floor, but someone along the way painted it brown. And these floors, I'm not sure what we're gonna do with the floors, but they'll have to be dealt with in some way. So that's the inside of the house. And that's about it. Anyway, stay tuned for episode 14.